ስትጸልይ እሰማ ነበረ። ያው I don't know ማለት ነው።
Wow. Let's just give me a second. Let me process that.
ማርያም እኮ እንድጸልይ እንዲሰምተኛል። ደግሞ የእውነት ክፋቱ በማርያም ስትጸልይ እሰማ ነበረ። ያው I don't know ማለት ነው።
Okay, so if we got it, another thing. If she was in sin and Jesus rebuking for sin, are you telling me that Jesus went ahead and obeyed her anyway and honored her sinful request so that Jesus is complicit in her sin? Because he does the miracle anyway, right?
Yep, he does anyway.
So if she was in sin, you're telling me that Jesus honored her sin and was complicit in her sin by doing what she asked?
That cannot be.
Exactly. You see, when you are Protestant and you're blinded by Martin Luther and John Calvin, and you hate the ancient church, you will even slander Jesus indirectly without realizing you just slandered the Lord, because you're saying Jesus went ahead and did what was sinful because he went ahead and did what Mary requested, which they're trying to tell you was something sinful and the Lord had to rebuke her.
Damn.
You see the blasphemy?
What the heck have they been feeding me?
Okay, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to make it even better. Notice he says, woman, what is this between you and me? My hour has not come. The hour he's talking about is the hour where he begins his miraculous ministry, resulting in his death and resurrection, right? He's telling her, the time for me to do a miracle has not come. So Mary is expecting Christ to do a miracle. Christ is telling her, it's not my time. Why? Because Jesus is here on God's timetable. So it's a reminder to her, though she is his mother and he's her son, he's still the Son of God and her Lord, and he comes to do the Father's will, and he does it when the Father wants him to do it, right? Right?
Yes.
Because he's saying, my hour has not come. What hour? You're asking me to do a miracle. I haven't received authorization to do so. But now here's the glory of Mary. You want to see how glorious she is? Did you know because of that, the Father and the Son and Spirit went ahead and sped up the hour in order to do what Mary asked? In other words, it's not time for me to do the miracle, but because of your intercession, we're now going to hasten and speed up the hour instead of delaying it. The hour begins now in order to honor your request. So it was Mary's intercession that moved the Trinity to hasten the miracle, to begin Jesus's public ministry before the appointed time. So why would the Father and the Son and the Spirit honor Mary's request for a miracle? And why would they then hasten the hour and do the miracle, bringing about the hour sooner than the appointed time if she was in sin? So you're saying the Father, Son, Holy Spirit honored her sin? Now let me prove to you, the Father had to authorize the miracle. You want me to prove that to you? So when Jesus did the miracle, the Father did the miracle, and the Holy Spirit did the miracle. Are you ready?
Yeah.
For the proof?
Yeah.
Go to John 5:19.
John 5:19.
This is what happens when you stop being a Protestant and you hate the Orthodox and the Catholic Church, and you think you're doing Jesus a favor by dishonoring the Holy Mother. When you remove the lens and say, Holy Spirit, sanctify me, correct my errors and sin, and enable me to know the truth and love the truth, then you see clearly. Exactly, Ortho Christos. Now, let me now prove to you that when Jesus did the miracle, the Father did the miracle, and the Spirit did the miracle. All three did the miracle to honor the Blessed Mother. All three agreed to hasten the hour, to make the hour arrive sooner than later, in order to honor her. Here, okay. John 5:19.
Yep. John 5:19. Then Jesus answered and said to them, most assuredly, I say to you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he sees the Father do, for whatever he does, the Son also does in like manner.
So when the Son did the miracle, who else did the miracle?
The Father.
Now John, same John, John 8, 28, 29. John 8, 28, 29. Guys, I'm going to prove to you from John, when Jesus did the miracle, the Father did it with Jesus and the Holy Spirit. So Father, Son, Spirit, all three of them together did the miracle for Mary, the Blessed Mother. Here, John 8, 28, 29.
John 8, 28, 29. Then Jesus said to them, when you lift up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am he, and that I do nothing of myself, but as my Father taught me, I speak these things. And he who sent me is with me. The Father has not left me alone, for I always do those things that please him.
So wait, if Jesus always does what pleases the Father, and only does what the Father tells him, and only does what the Father does, so when Jesus did the miracle, who was doing the miracle?
The Father.
Now go to John 14, 7 to 11.
14, 7 to 11, yeah. Okay, John 14, 7 to 11. If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. And from now on, you will know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and it is sufficient for us. Jesus said to him, have I been with you so long, and yet you have not known me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father. So how can you say, show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak to you, I do not speak on my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does the work.
Wait, who's doing the miracles?
The Father.
So when Jesus did the miracle, turning water to wine, the first of his miracles, Jesus did it alone?
No.
Who did it with him?
The Father.
Why is the Father agreeing to do what Mary said if Mary was in sin?
Okay.
We got it before I move on?
Yeah.